5 habits of a Sigma male. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that notifications button if you haven't already. Okay, today we're going to be talking about 5 habits of a Sigma male. Today I'm going to be breaking down the characteristics so you know which direction you're headed. If you're alpha, if you're Sigma, or if you're a beta male. But today we're going to be going into key signs that are going to let you know, and key personality traits that's going to let you know if you're Sigma male or not. First, when it comes to Sigma males, they never follow the herd. You have to understand, even though a Sigma male does have traits of an alpha male and has the calmness of a beta male, he never follows the crowd. He's the type of person that gets to the fork in the road and goes straight. He creates his own path. He wants to go through the experiences. He's okay with going through the ups and downs. He never plays a safe role at life. You have to look at it. A Sigma male is someone that's constantly adjusting. So Sigma males, when they roam alone, they like to gain knowledge. Most betas and people that follow the herd don't gain knowledge. They just go along with what everyone else is doing. And if everyone else is doing something that's going to harm themselves, then they're going to follow. It's the same thing with sheep. They've showed studies that if one sheep falls off of a cliff, all the other sheep will follow that sheep off the cliff and kill themselves as well. It's not like that when it comes to the Sigma male. The Sigma male rolls alone. And if he catches a crowd coming in his direction trying to join him, he creates a whole nother path. If you find yourself not following the herd, then that's a sign and that's a habit that Sigma males do. They're always avoiding the herd. Next, a Sigma male doesn't always need to date. A Sigma male is not the type of person that's always looking to go out and do something. They're not always looking to go to the bar, go to the club, looking to go out. Typically, a Sigma male already has a goal or a dream that they're working on. That even if they're at work, they can't wait to get home to go work on their other goal. Sigma males are the best goal setters out of both beta and alphas and sigmas. Sigmas are actually always pursuing a dream. So, a Sigma male puts their dreams and their happiness before anyone else. So, when it comes to dating, they don't need to do that every month. They may date in spurts. They may date when they feel comfortable doing it, when it becomes a new experience. But if they date too much, then they take breaks away from dating and they go more towards their dreams. A Sigma male always needs a new breath of fresh air to knowledge, a new adventure, a new quest. So they never feel like they need to go on a date because they're normally on a journey. And if a woman does date a Sigma male, she has to adapt to him. Next, a lot of Sigma males travel alone. And the reason why Sigma males travel alone is because Sigma males don't really go on vacations like everyone else. They go on experiences. When a Sigma male goes to travel, they have their mind set to what they want to achieve from a trip. So typically, a Sigma male is going to take a trip alone just so they get the full experience of what they're actually going on the trip for. See, a Sigma male is always looking to be alone. That it feels like if a person is going with me somewhere, they can slow me down from achieving what I'm trying to achieve. They can distract me from what I'm trying to get out of the adventure. They can distract you from life. That's what a Sigma male hates the most, is being next to someone that does not share the same vision. May see the same outcome, but may not share the same experience, may not feel the same way, because we're so used to doing everything alone that even when it comes to a vacation is not a vacation to us. It's an experience. It's knowledge that we're supposed to gain from it. Next, very adaptable. A Sigma male is the chameleon of all males. Very adaptable. You can say that this is the best actor. A Sigma male adjusts to the situation. It adjusts accordingly. Let's say this. Let's say you're a regular guy and you go to the Middle East. All right, a Sigma male may dress up in a shemagh. It may dress up and put on a scarf. Let's say it goes into Britain. It may dress a certain way. Let's say it goes into Canada. Canada got a style. He may dress that way. A Sigma male is willing to go through the experiences of something else that they're not used to. They're very adaptable to their environment. That's one thing about a Sigma male. They don't take life personal at all. They just adjust to the situation so their life goes a little bit more comfortably. So when it comes to their environment, a Sigma male is always trying to find the best way to blend in an environment that's going to create less complication and less noticeability. All right, I'm gonna repeat that. A Sigma male is always aiming to be less visible. In order to do that, sometimes a Sigma male knows, let me blend in because now I'm forced to be around the herd. So when they get around the herd, they find a way to blend in with the herd because it's only there for a temporary time. But in that temporary time that a Sigma male is around a crowd of people, its goal is not to be noticed. Next, a Sigma male is probably the only one out of all the males that values silence. This is the master of letting your eyes listen. Well, that's what a Sigma male's best superpower is, I would say, is allowing their eyes to watch everything around them. Silence is golden with a Sigma male. That's what keeps everything around them steady. The only time that a Sigma male is going to do talking is when a Sigma male has something valuable to say. A lot of times when a Sigma male is in a setting, a Sigma male would sit there for minutes and hours if they're around a herd and not say a word and just absorb everything and adapt to just keep being invisible. The more invisible that a Sigma male can be in a crowd and stay silent so they can absorb, the best they are. A Sigma male will not talk or engage into conversation unless it's something powerful being said or it's something valuable that's going to come from the conference, that's going to come from the conversation. All right, let's recap. Sigma male, they roll alone. If everybody is going right, the Sigma male is gonna go left. All right, you have to understand that. They never go on dates. They do not need to date that much. So Sigma males spend more time chasing a dream. If they go on a date, it's probably in between dreams. As soon as they find another dream, they'll stop dating. Next, travels alone, because traveling is not for vacation. It's for the experiences whenever it comes to a Sigma male. Next, it's the chameleon of all guys. It's gonna adapt to every situation that you put it into. Next, stay silent. Silence is golden and it's the number one key when it comes to a Sigma male. All right? Now, some guys out there, you don't know where you're at. You don't know if you're alpha, you don't know if you're Sigma, you don't know if you're beta. Try doing this. Try not categorizing yourself yet and try taking the time out just to find out who you are. Find out what your habits are. Find out what your strengths are. Find out what your weaknesses are in life and find a way to better that. The habits that I just told you today, if you're sitting back and you're saying to yourself, no, that's not me, man. That's not me. Okay, you're not a Sigma male. You may be a beta male. You may be an alpha guy. But these traits right here are Sigma male traits because I am a Sigma male. I am a loner. And everything that I described to you today is me actually describing myself. All right? This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully, I was able to get you to relate more to me and you to relate more to yourself. Hasta la vista.